Each year, fewer and fewer people can afford to buy property. Just look at the data. The average home price in America was $230K in 2020, but by early 2023, the same average home cost $333K. Moreover, at this point, the average home generates more income than the average family. I will spend a lot of time explaining how terrible and unfair this situation is, and how unlikely it is that we will be able to afford real estate. But that would be pointless. In my videos, I strive to provide practical advice. This is something I lacked in my time. Therefore, in this video, we will explore everything happening with real estate right now, how to make money from a house without owning it, why property prices are rising even though no one can afford them, and how crypto will forever change the residential real estate sector. And if you want more information, analysis, or news report, remember to check out our Telegram channel where we share a lot of useful content every day. Leave comments about what you would like to see next, and let's get started. First, let's understand how prices can rise if no one is buying property. According to Redfin reports, only 21% of homes listed for sale in 2022 were considered affordable. This is down from 60% in 2021. This means that in just 1 year, 2/3 of all affordable housing became too expensive for the average person. Currently, housing affordability is at its lowest level in history. And now, two thoughts might come to your mind. The first thought might be, this doesn't concern me, I would rather rent an apartment. While home and apartment prices are rising, rent prices are growing even faster. Owning property provides a solid foundation that allows you to save and build capital. The second thought might be that the real estate market has always risen and fallen cyclically, and prices will likely drop sharply soon. But this time it's different, so listen carefully. The first reason is that homes don't necessarily have to be affordable for you to buy them. You don't save money to buy a house, you save money for a down payment. No one buys property outright, everyone takes out a loan. To enter the market, you typically need to pay 20% of the initial cost. Housing expenses do not correspond to wages. Wages do not keep up with rising houses prices, but the down payment of 20% grows slower than the total cost of the home. Therefore, people can still save for a down payment and enter the housing market. According to Forbes, the average American earns salary of $59,000 before taxes. After all taxes are deducted, they have $49,000 left. If this average person saved an outrageous 70% of their net salary to buy a home, they will be just as far from their goal in 3 years because the average home price would rise just as quickly as their savings. I hope it's now clear how absurd and frightening the real estate market situation is. If you want to read more in-depth materials, check the description. If you want a comprehensive guide on how to analyze the real estate, let me know in the comments. So, buying a home is almost impossible. The average home earns more than the average family, but how you can make money from this? Why won't prices drop? And how can crypto help us here? Let's start with some basic things. Supply and demand regulate prices. When many people want to buy one thing, the price rises like at an auction. When one person wants to buy, and there are many identical items, they will be likely choose the cheapest, so the price falls. In our case, no one can afford to buy property, but the price is rising because a fund like Blackstone has been buying up property worth tens of billions of dollars for several years. After buying all this property, they pass it on to new banks, which then offer mortgages at minimal interest rates. If it's not clear, I can explain again. First, a fund buys up all the property, raising prices. Then, issue loans on homes with artificially inflated prices, but there is a nuance. Previously, the first payment was 20%, but now it's been reduced to 1%. Yes, you can now live in $1 million home by paying just $10,000. But the interest rates will increase significantly, and over the long term, you will pay not $1 million but more than $6 million. How do you like that? Typical manipulation by good old funds. Before we continue, remember to check out our Telegram channel where every day totally for free, we share useful materials, news reports, and trading strategies. It is everything we wished when we began, and it is completely free. So remember to check out the link in the description. That's why real estate prices won't drop, because this time everything is done much more wisely and organically compared to 2008. But how do you make money from all this if we know that property and average rent will continue to rise? Answering this question, I will tell you about tokenization and the RWA sector. Tokenization is when something is taken, divided into parts, and then sold in those parts. Suppose you want to own a famous painting, for example, one of Banksy's collections. You don't have the money, but you can go to Masterworks website and buy a part of the painting there. This is all we coded on the blockchain. You own not some stock that depends on the site or the company, but a token of this painting. Someone bought the entire painting, divided it into tokens, sold them for a much higher price, and everyone is happy. The owner made a fortune, and you can be happy that you own a part of world culture. Now the same thing can be done with real estate. You own apartments, houses, villas, whatever you like. But you don't just want to buy a brag to friends that you saved up for 1,000th part of a house. You want to make money from it, and now we will dive deeper into practicalities. To get into all this, we need to consider the following platforms. I will say right away that we have already done the research for you, so just listen. But if you're interested in how we did the analysis, write about it in the comments, and we will share the video or record a video on this topic. Ubiquity, Propy, Blockhouse, Atlant, Realty, PhysiXA, Figure, Republic. On each of these platforms, you can perform different operations with real estate. To better understand, let's take the Realty platform. On this platform, everything is set up very simply. You need to choose a house that suits you in price and location. Then you just buy tokens for that house. On average, they yield 10% per year, but the token for the house will likely also appreciate. I understand that this may seem small, but let's be honest. The higher the risk, the higher the return. I have risky investments, but I also bought such tokens not just on Realty, because at a certain point, you need to move more money into investments that preserve capital. If you're interested in more, leave comments. If I see enough reactions and comments, I will share my strategy for investing in such tokens and teach you how to analyze real estate. So guys, that was Michael with you today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. And till the next time, guys, bye.